Hey everybody, it's Jimmy from Percolator Guitar Repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm starting a series of tech talks that are going to be, we'll have a YouTube channel, they'll be on the website, and we'll put them on social media. And they're just basic maintenance to keep your guitars healthy at home, some real basic repairs you can do at home, and maybe some cool mods that you can do at home. So we're going to start today with this first one by talking about humidity and keeping your guitars properly humidified, which in New Mexico, in the high desert, is a real challenge. Guitars are happy between 40 and 60% humidity, and keeping that in your house, especially in the winter when we're running the heater and everything, is very difficult here. I kind of have a three tiered approach. If it's an acoustic guitar especially, and one that I care about a lot, I use one of two systems. This is the Music Nomad humidifier system. So the piece on the bottom is just a meter that tells me humidity level and temperature inside the instrument. This is your actual humidifier up here. It's just a sponge that you want to keep wet with distilled water, because Albuquerque water is pretty hard. Most municipal water is. So you don't want it to, it'll just turn your sponge into a little rock after a while, the mineral deposits. So that's just for the life of the product. So this is a really good one. I keep this in my guitar that I play all the time. I keep it in a gig bag right here where I record, and I just pop it out when I'm ready to play and tune up, and I'm good. So that's a very easy one to use. There's a couple other things I do that I will show you now. All right, some things I do at home. I keep a cool mist humidifier running. These are probably a little bit of an expense. I think this one was maybe 30 bucks, like at Walgreens or something. And you keep a hygrometer, which I bought on Amazon for not very much money, and you can see I'm not in the zone I want to be in. I want to be in that 40 to 60 range, so I just actually turned up my humidifier to try and get me there. But keep this guy running, kind of keep the meter to show you where you're at and whether you need to turn it up or down. I don't really face it directly towards instruments or electronics, because Albuquerque water is so mineral based that it does leave a chalky white film on stuff that isn't really bad for it. It just means you gotta wipe down your stuff a lot more often. And this is another in-case humidifier system by Deveney. It's the Humiditrack system, which comes with two pouches that either release or take in moisture depending on how wet the guitar is or dry. There's a pouch up on the headstock too, and then this is a Bluetooth transmitter that transmits to an app on your phone and gives you real-time information about what's going on inside your case. Symptoms. On solid body electric guitars, it's mostly going to be the neck and the fretboard. You're going to feel sharp edges down your fretboard. Rosewood necks are a little more forgiving. You can usually hit it with some lemon oil or some Howard's Feed and Wax, which is beeswax and orange oil. I really like it. It's always on my bench. And it'll usually kind of moisturize it and bring it back out, and those edges will, be taken back into the wood. On maple necks, they're finished. You can't really do that, and you can have them filed down and have the fret ends dressed. That's something I do at the shop. And usually after a couple times of doing that, you've taken off enough metal that the wood is only going to shrink so much, and you're okay after that. Symptoms on acoustic guitars. Another thing to watch for on both is frets rising up out of the board. But what you really want is to not see any belly back here or behind the bridge looking completely flat across the top of the guitar, or see any sinking in between the bridge and the end of the neck around the sound hole. You don't want that to be kind of bowled in. And again, you want that super flat when you're sighting it. So if you're seeing that, or you're seeing the action raise dramatically, sharp edges on the end of the fretboard, or frets rising up out of the board, if one fret starts buzzing, the glue may have dried up and it's just raised up out of the board. The wood shrank away from it. So those are all things that can be fixed, can be repaired, and I can definitely take care of that for you. So to sum things up, keep a cool mist humidifier running in your music room. If it's an acoustic that you really care about, maybe invest in a case system. They're not super expensive. I think the Music Nomad is $30 and the Humiditrack might be $50, which is a little more of an investment. The D'Addario system also, they sell packs that will rehumidify a very dry instrument, and I use those in the repair shop. They're only good one time, but I think it's $15 for the set of packs to go in the pouches. So $15 to possibly save an instrument that's in really bad shape is a wise investment. Keep a hygrometer and keep it humid in your music room between 40 and 60 if you can. So that's all. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.